today I will be playing more Drizzt. I can't stand this Spellslinger. I'm just trying to get the additional 140 trophies left. I got over 1900 a few times, and it kept dropping right back down. So I'm hoping either tonight or tomorrow, since I have off work, I'll have enough time to make it to Mythic, and then I'll be able to play whatever deck I feel like, because I'm just at Mythic, so I can't D-rank. So I appreciate your patience if Drizzt isn't particularly your favorite Spellslinger, and thank you guys for watching. Alright, hopefully we get some wins here, and I can just go ahead and get to Mythic and be over with this, right? So many Drizzt mirrors. As soon as I got to like an 1800 trophy range, it was just tons and tons of Drizzt last night. Chandra seems like it can go under us pretty reliably, so just gonna take. Yeah, see, these are the kind of hands that are terrible. That's one of the reasons I don't like Tarmogoyf. Okay, I might be able to clean some stuff up with Wolf and Grudge match.
Their course.
That is a tremendous top deck.
Stand back, everyone.
Whew. Okay, I really needed that. Everything they play, though, unfortunately, I can't. I was gonna say Lemur would be something I couldn't Grudge match, unfortunately. So I really needed it to be any of the goblins like that. Okay, so alright, so if I take the trade, then this can trade, but then this leaves it at 1. If I just develop this next turn, then I'd still have to block this with this, because like basically I've ended up losing a creature or a ton of damage, so I'm just gonna block now.
I got this.
Like, it's just being too cute and playing around too much, just the way that everything's developed. Ooh, that's very powerful. I like the wolves. I like my wolves. And that's got to be really annoying for him, because this typically trades into basically every 2-drop, right? That's fine. That's pretty low impact. Another 1-drop would be fantastic. Even that is fine. It's just a free blocker I get to play for the turn. Let's attack first. I mean, I can block with it immediately after I play it any turn, and it might actually get to ramp me next turn. So I'll hold off on it for 1 turn. Might be the wrong play. It might be correct to just play the bird and have another blocker out there. Yeah, it wouldn't matter for any of this, because I wouldn't use my bird to stop just 2 damage. Okay. And I can Grudge match this thing, which is pretty nice. I can no longer Grudge match, but that's okay. I might as well attack, because it's going to block something anyway. Try and get it on his turn, right? Okay. I also don't like this being on 1 toughness, because this can trigger and take it out, and I don't like losing my crap for free, so I'm blocking this as soon as I can. Yeah. And I can even Grudge match this and then swing for a ton with the Zozu. That's super worth.
Watch yourself.
There we go.
Incoming!
And now I'm going to Bird of Paradise and Herald the Bird just to guarantee I get some more triggers. And their top deck's got to be very strong. I don't like my Zozus at 1, but it didn't trigger, so that's great. Now they could have Chandra's spell and board wipe me, but I still think this is the correct play because this is just too easy to deal with. I have to develop some more. That's fine.
Make them burn.
Now if that's shock, that's a little unfortunate, but what can you do? Alright.
It burns. Come to me, my shadow.
Yeah, of course it goes to that one. I still think we win, but man, that makes it a lot harder, and I'm really glad this didn't proc again and taking out our bird. That would have been a very unfortunate sequence of events.
Make them burn.
See, even with us drawing like Wolf, Zozu, they still almost got it. And they still might.
We'll go right through. Yes.
That trap hitting Zozu was very unfortunate. They have to block. And Tarmogoyf, you know, wasn't legendary, but it's a very good top deck. It's bigger than everything in their deck, or at least it should be. Not anymore if that hits my Tarmogoyf too many times. So now my Tarmogoyf can trade with some of the bigger things. So that's also unfortunate, but there were a lot more turns it could have been a lot more unfortunate. Okay, that must have been something that obviously doesn't answer this or block this. Okay, so I'll take that. It'd be nice if I could get more non-Drizzt mirrors. I would really appreciate that. But you can only ask for so much. Let's see who draws nuttier. I would really, really like to go second. Ah. I keep the Tusker. I want to find a legendary or traps. Traps are pretty decent. Move these arms out of the way. Yeah, and they probably have the better land for the mirror match too. That might be something I really need to change, but I really like getting bombs from Portal. And they're thinking really hard about their maul, or they disconnected.
Familiar face at last. It's odd to feel relieved
we'll see.
to see a drow.
And now they're the first one on the board most likely, and I think that's why going second is so strong in the Drizzt mirror. Oh man, if they go 4-drop legendary, I just lose. So I have to do this, and then if it's Tajic or the dragon, I probably just lose the game. That's just how it works. Okay, no legendary, which is fantastic. I think I have to play like this. And they might just block with the bird. Okay. Now, if I play Hero's Call or Path to Exile and this dies, my Tarmogoyf will come down large, but... Is this a Hero's Call? It's doing the weird drafting animation. Yep. Interesting. Alright.
My blade protects only the worthy.
That was a pretty strong top deck, right? And as long as whatever they drafted doesn't have Ward, my Path to Exile will answer it, which is nice. They're probably just going to take the 5, right? Yep.
Have you met my friend?
Okay, that's obviously not the one that they drafted. Do I just want to see what happens first? I don't trust this, right? I mean, but a giant growth on either one doesn't end me, right? I'm gonna see what happens first before I decide if I'm gonna remove or Hero's Call or whatever I'm gonna do. Okay. Now, is Pit something I want to Path to Exile? I don't think so, right? Like, I think I'd rather fish for another bomb. Kind of like that.
I know, my friends.
And then I think Tarmogoyf is fine. Even though it's not at its highest stat point. Okay, it was worms. Interesting. Now, unfortunately, that did trigger, so it's going to get ward, so Path to Exile won't do it. Which is a real shame, right? Yeah, I might just need to play that land. Now, if it's a 4-drop haster, I'm in trouble. And I'm in, like, serious trouble. I feel like this is a crap test. A 5-2. I don't want to give up a creature. I'll just pass. I can path this and just swing with basically impunity, right? Not anymore. That was very unfortunate. The grudge match. Okay, I could only make one play anyway with what I had. This is garbage. Hot pile of garbage. I like this, doing this and this. And getting trample for the future. And it also gets my cat larger. So let's just pressure him, right? Path to Exile doesn't seem terribly strong. I think a double path turn could be extremely nasty. Alright, cool. He had enough.
The match is yours.
Alright guys, this is where I start getting really sweaty, is whenever I get into the 1900 range, so let's see what happens. Win or lose, this will be the last game on camera, and then like I said, I'm just going to try and finish off the rank to Mythic, and then I can stop worrying about climbing, and I can just play for fun. Okay, it's the same guy, so he might get revenge on me. And if he does, you know, just how it goes, right? It's life. Tit for tat.
This battle is going to be epic!
I want to go second. I really, really want to go second. Yes! I'm keeping the bird, and I'm going to hope to draw a 4-drop legendary. I've almost got the broken combo that I was horrified he might have. I am going to go Birds of Paradise into Herald and just see how much I can get from that. That's pretty much the second best thing you can do with Drizzt is Bird Herald, and then the best thing being Bird and 4-drop Legendary.
It's relieved to see a drow.
I said this was the best for the mirror, but that boar was like really the nail in the coffin, right?
Have you met my friend?
Okay. I feel like I'm always changing what I say I'm going to do after I draw. I want to answer this quickly. Even if he has giant growth, they'll just trade, and I can live with that. Alright, now it's my turn. Okay, that was good. Okay, let me think. I don't want to lose, right? So if I giant growth and swing, then I'm super protected. If I do this and he grows, then I'm protected and I kill his legendary, regardless, right? So I think this is the best play, rather than activating this and then letting him not do anything. And then I can get in for 5 this way as well, and still have a way to grow. So I think that was correct. And then next turn I might just play these 2 out and start proccing legendaries. Or I could just go Birds of Paradise into holding up the giant growth. Okay, I don't find this card particularly impressive. Yeah, so I'm just gonna attack and see if he'll block, because if he doesn't, then I'm just gonna block. Yeah, that's fine. So what am I thinking here? So next turn, if I drop Inferno, then on turn 5, this actually doesn't help me get to this anyway. So I see no reason to not play it now. I'm not ramping to anything in my hand with the way my hand's going to curve out. So, and even if he has a giant growth, then these 2 will trade.
Wait for an opportunity.
They will not anymore, however.
Come to my shadow.
Okay, I think 7 is a pretty good cash in on this. I'm not gonna hope that stays around and I get an even better block. That sounds really greedy. Is it Inferno? It's gotta be Inferno, right?
Our competition. Come to my shadow.
Something +2 defense, very nice. That's going on Tusker. For show, for show. And then I can actually block this thing unless he has a trap, which is possible, right?
Let's have some fun, shall we?
But we'll see.
Wait for an opportunity.
Second one? My goodness.
Drink deep from the well of life.
Yeah. If he stuns it again, I'm just taking the damage. But I think to stun it costs 3, right? Not 2. Oh, it's 2. Okay. I don't play that card. I don't like it. But famous last words. I'll take 2 less damage.
Shall we?
And then get hit anyway. Now I could just make a really giant creature, which honestly doesn't look so bad at the moment. Alright, so let's attack.
My shadow. Delicious.
Take this!
Works for me.
Let's have some fun, shall we? These souls are mine.
Is it actually Is it actually better to deal 3 to myself to play Stoneforge Mystic and the upgrade? Yeah. It is. It's got to be better. Because he's on a basically a 2-turn clock with my flyers alone. Do I Stoneforge or do I Hero's Call? Why is it so hard, guys? I think it's Stoneforge.
Let's gear up.
I really do. Hoping for that. Yes! Hopefully those claps weren't too loud. Sorry about that. I just, like I said, I get antsy whenever I get this close. So. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, despite it being Drizzt. And thank you guys for watching. Alright guys, so I decided to just hop back on and play some more games. And I got paired against an Ashiok. And I have a really good hand. And I think if I win 2 more, I'll be in Mythic, so wish me luck. This might be a very long video. Maybe you guys like that, I don't know. Actually, let me know in the comments if you like longer videos or not.
Well then, let events take their
Since I got this computer, my upload speed is much higher now, so it's just, it doesn't matter how long the videos are on my end anymore. So just let me know. Alright, it's either Quasit or Pass. Oh no, they played they're not playing Warlock, they're playing Wizard, so yes. And hopefully turn 2 is a nothing burger and this just starts punching him. Okay, wasn't quite a nothing burger. But I'm still going for this. They're most likely going to block and just take 1, and I'm hoping they don't have like a drain 2 for Zozu. But I think it's best to just make them have it, and they're also not progressing their nightmare plan, right?
Perfect one's craft. Have you tried turning on?
They didn't have it. Just progressing the game plan. Taking 2 more damage. Unfortunately, Zozu is still at 2. They didn't have it last turn, but now they have Infest as well, which would just wipe me, unfortunately. I'm feeling an Infest. I'm feeling like I'm about to get infested. If I'm not, then Wolf and Grudge match will get rid of whatever blocker. Oh, don't give him shock. Don't give him shock. Please. No shock. I'll take unsummon. No shock, no shock, no shock. It could still decrease the cost. But I doubt it's the only spell in their hand anyway. Whoo! I feel like I'm getting really lucky here.
Your thoughts are an open
So I actually like... That doesn't make any sense, does it? Let's make another actual threat, yeah?
Come to me, my shadow.
incoming.
Okay. Zozu's just been at 2 this whole game.
Perfect one's craft.
And Stoneforge might actually just kill them next turn if I get the +4. Even the yeah, it'd have to be the +4. Well, +3 attack, +1 defense would do it as well. Yeah, okay, goodbye Zozu. You did great, champ. I like this. I like this. Infest doesn't kill it, which is why I'm comfortable playing it, and it'll give me a trigger off the cat. And now that has ward. Infest still kills it, but we'll see. Okay.
Perfect one's craft.
Probably should have sceptered before they played that. But they're also probably sweating like I am, so I understand. No judgments. Yep, just walling up on me. That's a pretty good one. Okay, just hitting hit for one is pretty nice. Let's do this. Oh, they all suck. I'm taking trample. I'm putting it on this guy, and I'm giant growthing, and I'm attacking here. And let's see. I think I just attack with just that one.
Come, my shadow.
Okay. That's 3. And then even if they block there, they're going to 2. Oh, excuse me, 1. Okay. Okay, that's pretty good. And this survives Infest, even though it won't have any attack power. So they're probably not really at 1, because after I top deck, they're going to go a little bit higher. And this still has trample, and the cat will still have trample.
One must perfect one's craft.
Dragon Twist messed me up both games, right? Hey, it's a legendary, right? I can't be too mad. I haven't played Herald, right? Like, none of these are... Yeah, I'm just making sure I'm not crazy. Oh, this is legendary. Let's go. Well, in that case...
Come to me, my shadow.
Didn't realize the thing it brought out was legendary also. Wasn't trying to slow play it. Let me see. I think if I gain 30 trophies, I'm 1 away. 27. So I think I need like 32 trophies for the next one to get me to Mythic. Let me check. If it's greater than 32, I'll probably end the video here. But if I have a chance to the next one get it, then I'll probably do another one.
Where have you brought us, my friend?
Okay, I only need 29, so 1 more. Okay, guys, this is the game.
Drizzt versus Yawning.
Okay, Johnny's pretty tough. This is some very stressful stuff, guys.
A clash of titans.
It's not
is
helping that
about
I'm drinking
to start.
Monster either. I feel cranked, man. I'm keeping Path because if they're playing Druid class, that's one of the only ways I have to deal with the dinosaur if it keeps getting big. But Wolf in the Grudge match into Zozu does not sound bad at all.
For the pride!
I might play 1 turn behind just to try and get the Zozu out as quickly as possible. It really depends on their board development. That very well could be the play that loses me the game, is not slamming this on the board, but we'll see.
Excellent.
If he attacks, I'm not blocking. I'll take 3. I don't care if he's bluffing.
Excellent.
Interesting. I was not thinking about getting Grudge matched myself.
Let's gear up.
That will help Zozu stay alive. Man, my sequence might have cost me this game.
I will defend the honor of
That's
my
a path to
name.
exile target. Man, this is very unfortunate. I can't let that thing live, right?
Your skill is impressive.
I don't see how I let this thing live.
Avenge me!
I just don't see it. See, that's where Smite the Monstrous is just a snap play. And Path could just be very, very bad.
Good morning, little friends. Excellent.
Stand back, everyone!
This is not looking good. I think this is my only...
brings the pain.
If I give him +4, it won't matter because he'll still die to the freaking 8/8. I have to attack. I probably should have played Wolf on my first turn and got on the board.
I got this!
Yeah. And Rookie does so well against the cat for just getting value.
All together.
Yeah, this is where Johnny does really dumb stuff that you can't do anything about. I need another shields up or a giant growth or I lose. And then I have to sweat out 2 more games. Yeah, we take it. That's not either of the cards that I wanted.
Your skill is impressive.
Okay, shut the hell up.
I got this!
Yeah, the backup there. I was gonna grudge match, but I unfortunately can't do that, so...
We go! Can't stop us all.
I need a blocker to stop this. Okay, they're not drawing the guy that buffs, so if it's a bad legendary, that could be very helpful. That wasn't a bad one. Yeah. I would just buff the trample guy.
Excellent.
Yep. Seems reasonable. Well.
Incoming!
I could top deck Path, so that's... No, Path doesn't help. I need like a creature too. I need to get a cheap legendary and like Path off the top to answer this. Freaking a Johnny, man. That's not it. And that's a loss, guys.
I know, my friends.
Dinner time?
And this doesn't help because it would still die to this. And I can't even trade here. I have to like no, I know this is on top. So there's nothing I can do. So close. I'll get to Mythic today or tomorrow. I really was hoping it was gonna happen right now. But I still had a really good run. I went 4-1, right? I think I got 4 wins and a loss, so I can't be too mad. Yeah, that's it. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow.